go up just a little bit. Yeah, we'll swing in that little toe.
Right there?
My name is Kevin Slater, and I live in Newry, Maine, and I make my living as Master Maine Guides. Canoe trips, dog sled trips, fly fishing, and a little bit of hunting if I have time.
What's the difference between a regular Maine Guide and a Master Maine Guide?
Well, the state has certain standards and criteria to become a master, but in a nutshell, you've got to have at least 10 years experience earning most of your income in that particular guiding discipline, and then you have to apply, and it still needs to be approved. But it's someone that's recognized as they've been doing it a while. Yeah.
And you've been doing it a while, right? How long have you been Maine Guide?
This is right around 40 years. And right up here, the East Branch, Matagamon, Webster Stream, that's where I started my guiding career, right in this country here. So this is like home.
Well, I have been dog sledding for 36 years, and I grew up in South China, Maine. And when I was 18, I headed out west. When I was 20, I headed up north to Alaska. And I stayed up there for 10 years, and that's where I got into dog sledding. And I always had a dream of working with my dogs with Outward Bound School. So I came back to Maine 26 years ago to work for the Outward Bound School and met Kevin, and brought some of my dogs back with me. And Kevin tells a story that he took one look at my dogs and fell in love.
With her, not just her dogs, with her too. Well, the route that we're retracing that Thoreau and his guide Joe Polis did, there are sections of the route that are, I would say, family friendly. If you're, reasonable canoeists and stuff, like the West Branch, there's no rapids, there's no portages. If you want, you can even stay in a B&B in Chesuncook Village for a night as part of the trip. And then there are definitely sections of the trip where you'd be well advised to hire a guide, somebody that knows the river, you can bring the right equipment, and it's a much more relaxful vacation for people too, because you just hire the guide and the trip is fully outfitted, the food's provided, all the specialized gear. I mean, most guides they'll send you a clothing list and say, bring this for clothing. Everything else is provided, so it's just show up and instant vacation.
And is it fun?
Of course it's fun, Kids, you should see the look on kids' faces the first time they see a moose. They're coming down river and there's a moose and their eyes are bugging out of their head. And in a canoe, you can get pretty darn close. You can safely get close to a moose. Yeah. It's a nice way to get out and see some of the wildest country left in the eastern United States is here in northern and western Maine.